I am Hein De Vries.
Yes. I'm Ilse Klink.
Rapulana Seiphemo.
And you're watching SA
Film
Chronicles.
First, I'd like to start with Ilse. I loved your character's persistency throughout the series. You're amazing. How should a character pursue justice amongst, challenges, in reality of, when you're investigating different cases? You can come across things such as like foul play and immoral individuals. Yeah, how should a character pursue justice amongst those challenges?
So as somebody who's acting as a detective,
somebody who's acting, yes.
I think that for me the interesting thing about the character of Lyners was that she presented as human, first of all. You know what I mean? She was compassionate and empathetic. Almost had a motherly instinct and quality about her, which she used to her advantage to get information from Zenzi Mwale. Everything that she needed, she got because of who she was. And it's interesting because we always perceive the cops to be people who are aggressive, slightly hardcore, that kind of thing. But to use your own, the essence of who you are to get what you want, you can use a softer side to also pursue the truth of what it is that you want to extract as evidence.
Yeah. Hi.
Yo.
Your character is very amusing to me, where you are, in the shadow of Brendan. In terms of being in the shadow of such a powerful and dangerous figure, what message do you think your character can give to viewers in society?
Well, Joseph is a very nuanced character, as you just mentioned. He's intimidating, he's impulsive, but he's very loyal. So I'm hoping that people will see the good heart of the character, his good nature and his loyalty, and not necessarily the things he had to do because of his loyalty, that he'll push his moral values aside.
Yeah, perhaps. I grew up like this moment right here.
This line.
This moment right here is like is it a dream? Is it real? I don't know. For you, because you've been in a variety of productions and you've really been in the TV and film industry, can you tell us, what could you say is the difference between the Cape Town industry compared to other parts of SA? Is the filming process, what do you think Cape Town provides, and in terms also Gambit Films provides, that's a different and unique landscape?
No, you know what? I'll be honest. I've worked, in Cape Town before. I have to be honest. And when I got offered this role and I accepted, and I said, no, I'll come down to Cape Town. I was like, okay, here we go again. Because Cape Town was too white for me. Let me put it. I have to be honest. It was just too white for me. And and you're moving from Joburg and you're going to Cape Town, and suddenly everybody that is on the crew, everybody that is white, and you're thinking, where are the black people here? Where is everybody else? But now, when I went there for this Netflix experience, and I will call it Netflix experience for me, I was taken aback. I have to be honest, because number one, we got together, in terms of there was a workshop that where we had to introduce ourselves to one another, but not only that, but get used to the people that you were going to work with. But it was a different kind of landscape because it was not that wide, and I was like, what happened? But when you were listening to stories that people were telling, and the stories that I also had, and I realized that no, this is a changing world that now I'm going to be entering into, and I really appreciated that because you suddenly I'm looking at the cast, I'm looking at the crew, and I'm looking at everybody else, and I'm getting introduced to new people, New people. I worked in Cape Town, and most of the cast that is our almost just the only black person, you know. But now, but now, yeah, it has changed so much that, you know, and which is that one little thing that I really appreciated, the fact that, you know, Gambit and Netflix, you know, initiated this beautiful thing where they bring together people, and not only that, you know, it's like an introduction of this, you know, talent that exists in South Africa that no one has ever seen before, you know. And I've worked with her before, you know, and the reunion was great. I have to be honest. I'm like, oh my word, you know, you're taking me back. And Colin Moss was there, and I'm like, oh, you're taking me back. And I got introduced to people like Hein, who, you know, I've known, but, you know, it's like, oh, wow, here's this talent that, you know, I've just seen, you know, on screen, and now we became friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Amazing, amazing. Ms. Klink, talk me through the actor's body, because we're so fond of seeing you in musicals as well, Mamma Mia. How was it like transitioning into this character?
Okay, so, you know, that's a very interesting question that you're asking me. Thank you for that. So each character, I mean, when you're at varsity, you get taught to have a neutral body. So your spine's got to be neutral so that you can embody various characters. So for each character that you play, it has a different body. It requires different things. This was a very physical body. You know, some of the things that you didn't necessarily see was the fact that we were running up and down stairs. We did about 8 takes of running up and down stairs, you know. So physically it was quite challenging. And because you're older and you know what I mean, it takes its toll on your body. But it was very interesting and fun and challenging, and it stretches you as an actor, you know what I mean? You've got to use other aspects of yourself. So it was the way that I walked, because I was wearing pants. All of a sudden you're wearing pants, and generally you're wearing skirts, so it's a casual pant. But this is a formal pant, because now you're a detective. So you embody that energy, I would say. And a little bit later, a couple of months later, I did a very physical theatre piece. So it was, you know, it was very interesting that as it changed, and you can feel it, especially when you get older. Very important aspect of playing a detective.
What do you mean getting older? Come on.
I don't look so old.
No, you look 16.
Your body feels it.
You look 16. I don't.
He executed the role very well.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I please ask, what was the biggest challenge or other highlight of your character?
Wow, thank you for asking. The biggest challenge, I would say, was having to drive a vehicle, okay, like a normal vehicle, having to drive it from a specific mark to stop at a specific mark, staying in between the lanes and delivering dialogue and stopping at the exact time you're supposed to stop. That was the most challenging for me.
What is the going into the woods part?
I won't even be able to tell you that. You'll only see it on the 29th.
29 March, unseen.
On Netflix.
Exactly.
One more question. Perhaps, what do you think the viewers will be able to learn the most and take from Unseen?
You know, we had a discussion about this, you know, because it was like, do not underestimate, you know, other people, you know, because here you are, the introduction of Zenzi Mwale, you know, the first thing that you see with her, it's like, here's a detective accusing her of killing, and I'm talking about powerful men. It's not like, you know, killing people, and she says is no, I'm just a cleaner. And when you look at it, you know, as an audience, you're thinking, yeah, but no, it can't be true. Really, this timid kind of like, you know, weak-looking, unthreatening person would kill, you know, and then you discover the fact that, in actual fact, you know, so many things happen in this series, you know, that you know present to you so many different characters, and the world that she enters, you know, looking for her husband, and you're thinking, wow, actually, this is interesting. This is intriguing, you know. And it also tells us a lot about people who, you know, who we call cleaners, and we don't care. I mean, they come into our homes, they come into our spaces, whether it's an office space or, you know, wherever it is, and we allow them to go into like the intimate places and spaces in our own homes, in our own, you know, office space, and without thinking about it. And we underestimate those people. Who knows? Who lurks?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Really,
you.
yeah.